Hey everyone, my name is Atticus Butte. I'm currently finishing my second semester at Rankin Technical College studying application and web development, and this is my final project presentation. For this project, we were tasked with building a real-world application, and I have chosen to recreate the point of sales application for the movie theater I work at Landmark Theaters. Recently, the company has commissioned a new point of sales, and it's just been getting a lot of poor user feedback for reasons such as the layout, the color scheme, glitches, slow load times. So ideally my goal would be to create a better looking and functioning application than the one currently in use. I'll mainly be comparing my application to existing theater point of sales applications like the one pictured here. And the company has also recently gone through a redesign, which I would like to stylistically match my application to. As you can see, it's white on black text with kind of this neon glow on all the colors. Here's some mock-ups made during the design phase, as well as a UML diagram. Classes for products, tickets, employees, auditoriums, and sales. One thing worth noting is the large buttons on the screen mockups. Because this point of sales will be operated using a touchscreen at the movie theater, I've designed all GUI interfaces with this in mind. So if you're wondering why the buttons are so big, that would be the reason. Features I'd like to include in my application are a login screen at launch, followed by a sales menu where we can sell tickets and concessions, which would go into the purchase screen where users can complete the purchase. I would also like to be able to refund previous sales that we keep track of in a database. All right, let's move on to the code. All right, here we are in the project code. Let's go ahead and launch it. So the first form that opens here is the main menu. Right now, the only option available to us is to log in. If you don't know a login, I've included this button here, which is going to give us the admin's PIN. Entering any PIN will get us to the next screen. Let's go ahead and enter that admin PIN and log in. And that'll take us straight to the second form. This is the sales menu. The main feature on this form is the tab page here at the top that'll swap us between ticket and concession mode. Here on the ticket screen, you can see I can click on any time for one of these 4 movies, and they'll be added to this box over here on the right. Each individual item is listed up here, and you can see that the price and tax update in real time as I'm adding and deleting items. These 2 buttons here, the clear one will delete the selected item, and clear all, of course, will clear all items. Any of these buttons will add the corresponding item to the cart over here. That goes for any concession too. You can see I've had to break the concession into 3 different menus here just because the menu is so large. Now, a unique thing about the tickets on this page is that they can actually be sold out. For instance, you can set up Indiana Jones here. The button will be disabled once all instances of the object are sold. Alright, and when the cart has been finalized, at any point the user can press the complete transaction button here, which will open the third form. Now we can see the cart, price, and user have carried over to this third form, the purchasing screen. First, the user must select whether the customer is paying with cash or card with these 2 buttons. You can see it changes the information in this group box depending on what was most recently clicked. At any point we can hit back We go back to the current cart where we can update it. Also worth noting is that the complete transaction button is only available to click when there is at least one item in the cart. With nothing, you won't be able to complete the transaction. If I press cash, all I have to do is type in the amount of cash given, say 20, and the application will provide us with the change due, and we get this success message, which will then close the cart and take us back to the sales menu. To complete a transaction with a card, all I do is hit the card button, and here's where I enter the card number. Complete transaction, and you can see it was a success. At any point from this menu, we can also hit menu here to take us back to the original form. Now you see we have access to the logout and refund buttons. At any point we can log out and log back into another account, say this one. Now we're signed in as someone else. You can see we've got our name here at the top. If I were to go to the third form, it carries over. And lastly, I'd like to show you the refund button. Now this actually won't work if you're not logged in as a manager. So let's go ahead and log back out. I suppose I can show you what happens if I incorrectly log in. That is of course handled. But let's log in as a manager. How about myself? Now we can go back here and access the refund screen. You can see there are the two sales we completed as an admin. I don't like having sales from admins in there, so let's go ahead and remove both of those. Last but not least, let's log out, and the last thing I'd like to show you is the InShift button, which in all honesty is just a glorified close button.